We are continuing on with our NFL draft storylines. And on today's episode, we're going to talk about the New England Patriots. Will Travis Hunter be a game-changing pick for the Patriots, or will they go with Will Campbell? The Jacksonville Jaguars, should they focus more on the trenches or find a new weapon for Trevor Lawrence? Then we talk about the Las Vegas Raiders. Will they pass on Ashton Jeanty? Y'all know me and Stevo going to talk about it all and break it down right after this.
Welcome to your number one spot for all NFL news and content, NFL Central.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back into another episode of NFL Central, your number one spot for everything NFL. I'm your host, Ted Bobby, joined by Stevo. So if y'all tuned in, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell as well. Stevo, what's the word, my guy?
Yo.
Man, we definitely you weren't present for the last one, but you're here now. So let's talk about everything that we got to talk about when it comes to the fourth team that's picking in this NFL draft, the New England Patriots.
Patriots.
Yeah. So the New England Patriots, they made a lot of moves this offseason thus far before we get into the draft. First and foremost, they brought in Mike Vrabel. Then they went out and signed a bunch of guys, Milton Williams, Harry Landry, just to name a few of those guys, and just recently picked up Stephon Diggs. Now, they do got the fourth overall pick in this upcoming draft. But my question is do you feel like they should go in the directions of a Travis Hunter, or do you feel like they should go another way? And if they do go with Travis Hunter, would that be a game-changing pick for the Patriots, bro?
I mean, it's a lot of ways they could go at it because I feel like it's really three transitional dynamic players that they could add at that position. Travis is one that they could add, put him next to Christian Gonzalez, who had a shortened season due to injury, but we've seen what he could do in a short period of time. You're already bringing back, like you said, Stephon Diggs to bring a veteran leadership of somebody who's been probably a solid top five corner for a good, I say, about 8 years. So, yeah, I think they could have go that. They go with Travis. They could go Abdul Collar because there's a possibility that Abdul might drop. It's a lot of people in this mock draft now that's thinking that Cleveland might be going the Shador route. So that's a possibility. And they could also go to Will Campbell route. They could also go to Mason Graham route. There's about 3 to 4 options they can really pick, and they're at the position where I would say is best player available. Now, if I would say out of all four, if all of them are available at 4, the ones I just named, I think I have the slight edge of Abdul being a more of a game changer over Travis, just because I just think he's down the line. I won't be surprised if Abdul is that guy that's going to change the market for edges in the near future.
Oh, I think that's a good way to go. I think that if the Patriots absolutely have a chance, or if they are feeling real high on Travis Hunter, you definitely got to explore that option, because you know that Mike Vrabel, he's gonna build a team that's full of toughness, and he gonna have some dogs on every side of the ball, guys that are to his liking, guys that are gonna go out there and play hard for him. Because if we keeping it real, when he was in Tennessee, Ryan Tannehill wasn't the greatest quarterback, you know what I'm saying, to lead you to a championship, but he has seen success with him just because how he was able to coach the guys and help guys galvanize and believe in his message and his vision for how the team wanted to play. Even was at one point with Ryan Tannehill, was able to grab the number one seed. It was crazy. But I do think if they go the Travis Hunter route, I think that'll definitely be a game changing pick for them, because not only, you know what I'm saying, do you have a guy who can come in and fill the void as a cornerback just in case there's an injury to Gonzalez or one of your new additions in Carlton Davis? You can put um, Travis in on that end on the defensive side, or you can potentially give your quarterback another weapon on the offensive side. Now, Travis Hunter is not the best route runner, but he is a playmaker. And what better way than try to utilize a guy with that type of talent in that way when he has so much talent and he can go out there and make plays for a young quarterback and help him get a little comfortable, help him continuously improve and progress in the right direction. So I think that'll be solid for him because you gotta, if you want to be the New England Patriots and compete within your own division, you got to be able to compete and be able to put up points, but also stop guys. And then you get a versatile guy like this. I think that'd be a hell of a pick for the New England Patriots for sure. But do you think that which direction would you go if you had to pick between Travis Hunter, Mason Graham, and Will Campbell? Out of those three, let's just lock it into those three. Which direction will you go?
If I'm them, I'm going Will Campbell. You need to shore up that line. And if you bringing in a guaranteed, possibly a top left tackle in the near future, that's something you should always be trying to get because you don't have a quarterback, but you got some quarterbacks back there that you done invested in that you might as well get your money's worth. So you might as well do some things to ensure him some protection and ensure for the next quarterback that you're gonna get in the next coming years. So if I'm saying from a GM standpoint, based on needs and future wise, I'm going Will Campbell.
I agree with that, and that's why I was gonna go too with Will Campbell because to me he's the best offensive lineman at least right now in this draft. I know there's some people that's gonna bring up Josh Simmons out of Ohio State. My concern with him is the injury. Obviously, there's it's been said that he did well at his pro day, so that's something that you still can consider. But I just would not, me personally, if I was in charge and I had to make sure that I was gonna get a guy to hell with the arm length stuff. Can the guy play football? He absolutely can play football and play football versus one of the, when we talk about competition, he played in the SEC and pretty much held his own. Well, did more than hold his own while he was playing left tackle with those little arms in the minds of some people who want to criticize his arm lift. And I love what Will Campbell said at the mic. He talking crazy. And that's how an offensive line should talk. He's like, y'all seen for the last 2 years how I played, and now all of a sudden that should be concerned about my arm lift. That's BS. And I'm paraphrasing there. But I love an offensive lineman that can talk like that. I think he'll be a
Yep.
perfect fit for a Mike Vrabel team, bro.
Yeah, because that's the thing. The proof is in the pudding, and that's a Mike Vrabel type of player. He's going to sit there, be cutthroat with you. He going to tell you what it is. He ain't going to sugarcoat shit with you. And he just fits the Patriot way. He's disciplined. He going to work hard. He's that type of dude. He don't get into any trouble outside of the football field. So, yeah, he'll fit like a glove in the Patriots. Like I said, now don't get me wrong. All three of those options are great options. I don't think any Patriots fan is getting mad if any of those names are getting called on that day. So, but if like we've been saying, if we're talking about what's best for the franchise, it's Will Campbell.
Absolutely. So now the next team that's picking fifth overall is the Jacksonville Jaguars. Very bad season for the Jacksonville Jaguars if we keeping it a buck. They had a lot of things happen down there in Jacksonville. They definitely let go receiving receivers or other positions that they let go, like Evan Ingram. Christian Kirk is no longer there. They let it go, Devin Duvernay, things like that. But um, what do you think, bro? Do you think that they should be looking to attack more of the trenches or to go more so with trying to find Trevor Lawrence, a legit number one wide receiver? In some mocks, they have T Mac out of Arizona, who a lot of people have as the best wide receiver in the draft based off the workouts. That's your prerogative, for the people that say that. But a lot of mocks have them taking him out of Arizona to pair with the Jacksonville Jaguars. In your mind, do you go trenches to help the trenches with them, or do you say you go weapon hunting for Trevor Lawrence?
You clearly got to go trenches with him because basically, seeing how he went out last year, he went
Right.
out because he was getting his ass whooped. Now, I don't remember how many sacks he had, but I don't think it was like super up there. But it was just the type of hits he was taking. He was
Yeah.
taking a lot of hits that was unwarranted, a lot of late hits,
Hmm.
and with somebody that he's been little bit of uptick in the last few years of injury. I think that's something they need to do. Like especially when they're kind of in this weird retooling phase. The first team that they kind of put together that was kind of competitive didn't work out, and they traded Juwan Taylor, who was their premier right tackle a couple years ago,
Mm-hmm.
to Kansas City.
Yep.
So that was kind of like the big retool there, and they ain't really recovered since. So I would say go out here and get the best tackle, no lineman depth that you, or even go get Mason Graham or somebody on the defense. It should be somebody in the trenches, no matter what, though.
I agree with you. I think right there, number 5, Mason Graham would be a hell of a pick for them. It doesn't necessarily is not, on the offensive side, but to your point, you need trenches to win in this league, bro. You got to go out there and build. You got to build out the trenches because of the long haul of the season. And you see Trevor Lawrence, I believe he had got a shoulder injury this past season, and you don't want that for
And
your quarterback that you paying all that damn money. So you got to go out there and build these trenches. So yeah, I say go get one of the best defensive tackles, if not the best defensive tackle in this draft. You go ahead and you sign him, and then in the later rounds, in the second, not even the later rounds, in your second round, you should have an earlier pick there. You go and get you an offensive lineman. I think that'll be a good spot to be in right now, or maybe you can start dealing to move back into the first round, or move back a little bit to acquire some more picks, because then at that point, now you can attack your offensive line, and then you can go get you a young wide receiver who can come in and be a game changer for you. But just taking a damn wide receiver at the 5th pick, and we
that
don't
ain't gonna do
necessarily,
shit.
yeah, that's just gonna be
That's some
one of those,
Cincinnati shit.
yeah, that's just gonna be one of those picks that's just like, okay, it is what it is. But I wouldn't necessarily agree with it, because you got to protect the young man if you want to see the best out of him, or at least give him a chance to where he can thrive, because you'd already done coughed and gave up the money on. So with that whole situation, we got to see what's to that. But
Yeah,
y'all let us know.
they just got so many. I mean, I know, like, I know the Patriots got a lot to do, but I think because they were so, I won't even say heavy focus heavy, because it wasn't like they spending a bunch of money. They were just very direct in what they wanted and needed, and the Jacksonville didn't do that. So it's like they gonna have to hit on these every pick, damn near like from pick one. I don't know how many picks they got, but probably from one to the first fourth. If they got 1 through 4, all of them got to hit
Yeah. And then when you look at the acquisitions for the Jacksonville Jaguars, it just makes Mason Graham look even more
more.
like, it makes more sense, because you pick up a wide receiver, De'Ami Brown from the Washington Commanders. You pick up an offensive lineman in Chuma. I can't say the last name, and I ain't gonna try to butcher it. From the Dallas Cowboys, you pick up Robert Hansey, a center.
Yep.
And so those are some decent, additions. Not necessarily saying it's going to be 100% game changing. And you also picked up a guard from Baltimore Ravens, but it definitely line up to where you get some O-line depth in there, to where you don't have to reach for maybe some of the other guys that you're not as high on in this draft. I know some of the top guys that'll still be available, because I think that Will Campbell will be going. You still think about a Kelvin Banks Jr. or Amar Menbow,
Lamar.
stuff like that. So I would still go Mason Graham to help my defensive line, because they still have Trayvon Walker over there, and you will help him out and give him some extra assistance when it's time to rush the passer.
Yep. I feel like it's. I'll be shocked if they didn't take Mason. And if they
Yeah.
don't take it, I know who. If they don't take Mason, I know who we taking.
For sure.
Tell you that right now.
Oh, the real. But y'all let us know how y'all feeling about the Jacksonville Jaguars. Should they go in the trenches, or should they focus more on a weapon for Trevor Lawrence? Now let's get into the last team on today's episode, the Las Vegas Raiders, my guy. The Las Vegas Raiders are an interesting team, because they went out there and they got Pete Carroll. They went out there and traded for Geno Smith. You got one of the best tight ends in the game already, even though I don't like to give him the best title. I'll give him one of the best. I want to see more consistency from him, but a hell of a rookie season from Brock Bowers. But I know the way that Pete Carroll likes to play football. And that's we're gonna be tough on defense. We're gonna run, we're gonna be a run first offense, and then we're gonna try to hit you where it hurt by taking deep shots down the field. But the question is that, and especially because we've seen in a lot of mock drafts, should the Las Vegas Raiders take a Ashton Jeanty, or should they be looking elsewhere, Stevo? What are your thoughts on that?
They're kind of like with they're kind of like with the Patriots to me. They're almost in the same position where they just need everything. So like, if they take a tack or O lineman, I won't be mad. They took Ashton, I won't be upset because they need a running back. If they took a damn quarterback, I will understand it. If they took a damn kicker, I will understand. Like they just need everything. So like as long as it makes sense and it fits with the system that they're trying to run with Pete Carroll, like I think Ashton Jent, she is a system fit over there. Um, I'm sure he ain't trying to sling it all over the yard with Gino. He trying to play some good defense, respectable,
For sure.
run the clock ball, and you could do that with Ashton. I mean, that's a lot to ask for a rookie, but yeah, I definitely think they should definitely ensure some more of that online, some of that defensive line as well. That whole defense needs to damn work. So, like I said, if they get a kicker, I won't be upset. Like, but they need to get the best person available, whether that's Ashton, whether that's hell, they go get T Mac. I won't be surprised.
I think that make a lot of sense too, bro. Just to provide context, they did go out and give a bunch of like 1 year or short term deals to a
Mm.
bunch of defensive guys like Eric Stokes, that's a corner, Lonnie Johnson Jr., that's a safety. They signed a linebacker for a 1 year, $3 million deal, and Landon Roberts.
Honestly,
So it's just like it's okay, but it's nothing that's gonna be
I
like
trade back.
okay.
Honestly.
Mm,
They need so many. They need, especially on the defensive side of the ball. I will see who willing to talk. I trade no further back than like 16. Give me 2 picks in the first round. You can have mine. Come get your guy.
I think that'll be some creative stuff. I think that'll be some creative stuff for a team that, like you said, needs a lot of work on this team, especially because now you didn't let the Broncos pass you up, the Chargers pass you up, and then you already know Kansas City was going to be right there already. You
Yep.
got to be able to come out here and hit some guys in the mouth. And don't get me wrong, under Antonio Pierce, the Las Vegas Raiders, they played tough football
They
for sure.
competitive. Yeah. They
Yeah.
just don't have the talent.
Yeah, so you need talent in there, and I don't necessarily think that trading back would be a bad idea for him. Especially if you can. I'm just saying, like, I'm gonna throw it out there. What if the Bears get too anxious and they, you know what I'm saying? We know that the Chicago Bears, they have been linked to Ashton Jeanty, or that there's some speculation that there's some interest there. Hey, Chicago, what's up? You know what I'm saying? See how froggy the Chicago Bears will get to try to move up and get an Ashton Jeanty. You know what I'm saying? I
Because
think
he
that'll be
might be
something
trying to get
interesting.
Mason too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I think that will, like, if Mason Graham does not go to the team we just talked about in the Jacksonville
We might
Jaguars and he's there at 6,
he
it'll be a
might be call,
team that might be
we
thirsty.
might be calling. Yeah. You might get some calls at that point.
Yeah, and it's gonna be, and then you can, you know what I'm saying, start the negotiations and see which team gonna get extra thirsty and give yourself a chance. Because I
Hmm.
think, dude, let me ask you this. Do you think it'll be, because I don't necessarily think it'll be a bad idea to draft the Ashton Jensen, because we know Pete Carroll wants to run the ball, but
Yeah, I think that's their second option. I
yeah.
think I think they really want to get. I think they really want. I think me personally, in my gut, I feel like they want to see if Shador gonna slip,
Mm,
and if Shador slip, they ain't gonna get him. They gonna get Shador. Now, if Shador get taken, they gonna go get Ashton. That's how
okay.
I feel.
Yeah, because that'll be something interesting for sure, because and to watch out. But my question is, like, considering all things involved and how you got to build out this team to be to be competitive within your own division, because that's where it's gonna start at. Them teams in your division, you play 6 times out of the year. That's, you know what I'm saying, majority, damn near a quarter of your schedule or
Hmm.
whatever. Do you think that'll be moving or per se swinging too soon if the Las Vegas Raiders swung for Ashton Jeanty, or do you think it'll still make sense if they select him?
Wait, you saying who swung for it?
The Vegas Raiders.
Out
Do
of
you
it.
think it? Do you think
I
they
don't
be
think it's a
swinging too
swing.
soon?
I don't think it would be a big. Like I said, they need so much stuff. Like they need talent.
Okay.
So like bringing in that talent, especially to be competitive, the only way they gonna have a chance to be competitive is to control the clock and play
Okay.
sound defense and sound offense and don't turn the ball over. That's the only way they're gonna be competitive. So if they got any chance of that, they're gonna need a dynamic running back. They whole line gonna have to shore up, have to be healthy and shore up, be able to be a hell of a run blocker because there's some defenses in that division.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, that I will feel like that's their only way to be somewhat in just year one of Pete Carroll and what they trying to do over there.
Bro, just think about the coaches in the division. You got Andy Reid, Pete Carroll, Jim Harbaugh, and damn, I just and fuck and Sean Payton,
Tom Payton, yep.
all within the same division.
Booty hole lips.
Bro, crazy.
Never nigga been looking like that all his life.
Bro. Bro, crazy. But hey, y'all let us know how y'all feeling about those three teams when it comes to those NFL draft storylines, man. The New England Patriots, will Travis Hunter be a game changer for them? The Jacksonville Jaguars, do they focus on the trenches or do they try to find their weapon for Trevor Lawrence? And the Las Vegas Raiders, will they pass on Ashton Jeanty or what should their plan be? Stevo, you got anything left for the episode, bro?
Oh man.
All
I'm
right,
ready for the
man. So
draft.
y'all already know the schedule stands as it currently stands. It's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's Friday. So y'all already know we're gonna be right back with it on Monday, breaking down the next three teams in that order. That's the New York Jets, the Carolina Panthers, and the New Orleans Saints. And we're gonna keep on chugging them out. And as we get closer and closer, the pace will pick up. As y'all already know, we ain't gonna play no games. We're gonna hold down the draft stuff. But y'all let us know y'all comments and everything down below. Hit that like button and subscribe before y'all roll out. And just know we appreciate y'all over here on NFL Central. We done though. Peace out, y'all.